Here are 5 questions you must ask yourself in order to unlock your dream life. Hi everyone, Robert Zink, Miracle Mentor and Alchemy Life Coach. And today we are soaring high like a big, beautiful eagle flying in the direction of your dreams and your goals. And that's what this channel is all about. It's about your dreams and about your goals. So be sure and subscribe and click the bell icon. We have a video here for you nearly every day, sometimes on Saturday and Sunday as well. We are here to empower your life through the law of attraction. So I want to talk to you a little bit about your dream life, because every one of us has that inner dream life. And these 5 questions, if you'll ask yourself these 5 questions, you'll begin to unlock your dream life. Number 1, what is your day like? What do you do with your days? I'm not talking about what do you do with your days now. I'm talking about if you were to walk through this portal into your dream life, what would you do with your days every day? Would you get up and go swimming in the ocean? Would you go mountain climbing? Would you practice Zen? Would you get up and run 2 or 3 different businesses? What is it that your day would consist of? What does your day look like from beginning to end? And it might be a good idea to write that out, because the more clearly you have a picture of what your day is about, what it's like, the more clearly the universe has a reflection of it for you, and you'll be able to manifest it in your life. Number 2 is, who do you admire and why? Why do you admire this person? Is it because they've built a home on a cliff? Or is it because they've traveled the world? Or is it because they've written so many books? They're so prolific at what they do? Why do you admire this person? Understanding, high flyers, why you admire, and it can be more than one person, it can be 2 or 3 people. Understanding why you admire them tells you a little bit about what you deeply desire. And by focusing on that admiration and what it is that you admire about them, the reason you admire them, focusing on that will help you to attract more of it in your own life. Look, it's not exclusive to someone else. It can be yours as well. If someone else can have it, so can you. Say that to yourself on a regular basis. If someone else can have it, so can I. If someone else can have abundance, so can I. If someone else can be wealthy and rich, so can I. If someone else can have a beautiful, loving relationship, so can I. Well, high flyers, I think question number 3 is absolutely critical. If you knew you could not fail, if you knew that it was impossible for you to fail, what would you do with your life right now? If you knew you couldn't fail. That's an important question, because oftentimes our fear of failure, our low self-esteem is what holds us back from really taking that step forward. And that big step forward is what sets apart the average individual from the superachiever. The superachiever takes that big step forward because they're not worried about failure. Failure is not a part of their equation. They understand in order to achieve big, they have to think big, and they have to take some risks along the way. Number 4, if you had 3 months to live, you just came out of the doctor's office and you're shocked. Wow, I've got 3 months to live. How would you live your life? I'm not talking about shirking responsibility, but what would you do differently? Who would you forgive? Who would you choose to love? Where would you live? What would you read? What would you want to know before you move on? What would you want to experience before your life comes to an end? If you knew you had 3 months to live. So write it down. If I knew I had 3 months to live, here's how I would live my life. Because high flyers, that's how you ought to be living your life right now. As if you only had 3 months to live. And number 5, the big question, what's stopping you? Ask yourself, write it down. What's stopping me? What's stopping me from my dream life? What's stopping me from putting the key in the door and turning the lock, and walking through into a new life? What's stopping me? What's holding me back? What are my fears? What are my doubts? Because if you know your fears, if you know your doubts, if you know what's stopping you, then you can begin to take action. Then you can begin to do something about it. Then you can begin to make marvelous, remarkable changes in your life because you deserve an incredible life. You absolutely do. Ask yourself these 5 questions. Write them down. And as you look at your answers, it will become obvious to you the changes you need to make to begin living your dream life. Have a great day because you absolutely deserve it. Bye-bye now.